Coach. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland and Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Then all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Andy Isabella. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
DC, line 20. Oh, yeah,
I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Watch the safety creep.
First carry for Darius Geis. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon. I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result.
And go. Like 20.
65. 65.
On second down, here's Barkley. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
And you praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. To throw is gone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Right there. 6'6", pull it high.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And now it's second down.
At the 41-yard line.
What's up? Lady. Here we go.
54. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Score.
Here we go again.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Ben Gideon. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 6-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Super one.
Now Saquon Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
3rd and long. It's gone. And, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. After 1, it's 9-0.
Let's go.
Shift. Ready. Shift. Showing up.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check. Watch 54. I'll get him.
Young lady.
Flare. Ready. Kill. 49. Check 49. Check 3.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Hey,
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Third and long, it's Darnold. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's Darnold. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, tight. Man, 80. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here we go. 50.
Darnold. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Goff. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Obama.
From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, Barkley. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Geis with the carry on second down. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 31-yard line. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Hold on. Check.
On second down, Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
You got nothing.
A shotgun snap for Gone. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 96. Watch the run. Hey, wahoo!
A shotgun snap for Darnold. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Darnold now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Back to throw, Darnold. And he completes it to Westbrook. They'll get 34 yards there. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Like 20.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's fielded at the 45. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Go set.
57,
Ready.
check three. Banjo.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down now, Barkley. Room here to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 13. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
25, check 25, check 25. Watch the motion.
Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
We go tonight. Like 20.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. This one caught by Isabella. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Ben Gideon in on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
57 to Mike. Yo, lady. Hey, check Mike 57.
Go.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hey, let's go.
Here we go. 57 is Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, defense.
Darnold now to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Recon, 152 fighter.
They run with Breida. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Jack with a sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Mike is 59.
Here's Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Miles Jack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
12. Hey, Charlie.
You don't want him to run none. Pick up the ball. Mike, check, 59.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 59 Mike. Check, 59.
Let's get the ball.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abuka. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Now it's Breida. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To throw is Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Out.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They stay on the ground. Geis again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Sponge! 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 No, no, no!
Alert 3, alert 3! Alert 3!
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Fighting through. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Pick up sack.
54 is my lady. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, 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 lady. Check 50.
Greta, he'll try to right side. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more
rush coming, and he's taken down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback.
And he's going to go down again.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He's coming in.
Faking the give, Darnold. Taking a shot for Samuel. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know when Prater hit from 64? That was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63. That was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
He's mine, he's mine, he's mine.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Hey, exit. Rush in, rush in. Rush in, young lady. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ben Gideon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
54. Here we go. Here we go. What's that? Here we go. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the flag.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Like 20.
They can't hang with us.
Here's Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. One last throw here for Goff. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Mike 57.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Red 80. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Oh, here we go. Oh, shift.
Watch twist, watch. Red 80. Twist.
Yo, 80.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Oakland, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you like challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend a day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Then I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support pride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, say coach please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Bitch, you down the ride, never tired. You ain't never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do?